Yeah, all I need is water. Hello, everyone! Sebastian here in the Atmoseeker dungeon. Today we are... I just ran in through the door. I suddenly forgot a drink and some water over there, so I'm good to go. Hello! You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. But yeah, a little bit of lightning there, because wouldn't you know it, we're already at the end of the year. I can see we've got some folks in the chat. Good to have you here. I see we've already got Thomas Gutman, Nat20 Crafts, KWZ, Overkill Joe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Yeah, wherever you are, down here in the Down Underverse, here with the mystical powwans of Juju. We are in the evening, late evening. It is 10:30 at night. All the kids are asleep, and what better way to bring in the new year than with painting some little grimdark figurines for some trench warfare. Dark Kamui, good to see you. Good to see you having it here. We're relaxing. Tomorrow night is New Year's Eve, but yeah, we've got we're just closing out this year just by painting a few miniatures. I've been sneaking away in here. Kids are on school holidays, so it's been pretty hard to kind of get around and stuff, but we've been 3D printing a whole bunch of stuff, which has been fun. And yeah, I've been talking to some folks from like Westphalia Miniatures. They're sending some files my way, some hot files. And you guys are gonna have a little sneak peek of what they've been kind of cooking up, which has been good. So I'm painting these guys up. I'm gonna be making some nice, gorgeous shots of all these guys. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're making some terrain, printing these guys off, we're painting stuff, which, yeah, it should be fun. Just want to do a first of all shout out to all my amazing supporters on Patreon. I know it's been a while since we've had a video come out. Trust me, I am working on a whole bunch of stuff in the background. It's just, it's hard work when you work full time, you got kids and stuff. Every kind of second I can get in here, I am working on video stuff. And I'm editing things as we speak. But yeah, huge thank you to all the supporters on Patreon. You guys help make this possible. Keep the resin in my 3D printers and the filament going, and get me, keep the fog machines lit with all kinds of fluid and stuff. Special shout out to my Seeker level patrons: Anthony Von Olin, Blake Darley, Bradley Gilmore, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Darkfire Designs, Devante, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Jonathan, Michael Dykes, and Mini Wargaming. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And to celebrate the end of the year, if you want to get in on, just have a little taste, a little sneak peek of what it's like to be a Patreon supporter for Atmoseeker, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway kind of thing. If the first 3 comments down below will get a free 1-month Lightbiter membership, and that'll give you access to all the backlog of 3D files I've been designing for like Fogbox and terrain and stuff, as well as access to the Discord community and everything. So yeah, free one month membership to the first 3 folks who comment on this video. You guys will get a prize. Yeah, so. If we'll have, I'm not sure how the comments work for like live stuff, but like bookmark this so when it comes, you know what? If you are watching this live, you got to use a secret code word to get that prize. So the code word is going to be Grimdark, one word, GRIMDARK. List that in the comments if you want a free 1-month membership. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Let's get stuck into it. And yeah, let's turn on the light here so you guys can see what I've been working on, what I've been doing. Oh boy, that's very bright. Yeah. But yeah, I've got a few guys I've been painting up willy-nilly. We've got some of the big guys and stuff. So these are all designed. I believe they're like hand sculpts and then scanned and stuff. I'll have to double check those details. But these are a bunch of the miniatures from Westphalia Miniatures that I have been painting up. So we've got, I've managed to 3D print a whole bunch of them, and they've printed up pretty easily. Let's see. Let's get. This is a little too bright still. All right, there we go. See, a lot of these didn't require a lot of assembly, but you can see like some of these. I haven't put this guy's dead bodies on his back yet, but this guy, I can't remember how many parts this guy was in. I believe the arm was separate, and this guy's bell arm was separate as well. But I've been doing kind of like a slapdash wash over these guys, just to kind of get the tonal kind of colors down. I'm probably going to do like a little bit of a cleanup later on, to kind of get more of an idea of how, like you can see like with like the cables and the ropes and stuff. I'll probably go in there and touch things up, maybe get things a little bit of a dry brush. But I've been really enjoying this style of kind of slapping stuff on. So I'm just using some speed paints at the moment, and it's just kind of been like almost like a mixed wash kind of approach. I've got like some greens and some browns and stuff, kind of like muddling it up. I've kind of taken inspiration from how my son paints miniatures, which has been cool, because he really just like throws a lot of like paints on there. There are some like cool effects with how it kind of goes, like merges together and stuff. So yeah, there's some cool like big enemies like that. I've got some of these guys I've been working on, some of the more smaller like infantry and stuff. Let's see, we got these guys. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you can see like even just with like this speed paint approach, like you can see I've lost a little bit of contrast on some of the faces and stuff. So I'll have to go in through there and wash it up. But this is a great, like, I'm enjoying this kind of first pass approach. Kind of helps get some colors on here. Kind of really kind of sets the tone for a lot of them as well. For the ones I've got coming up, these guys are all zenithal primed at the moment. So I kind of spray painted them all black, and then just kind of a high angle, kind of give them a little bit of some initial shading. Yeah, so we're gonna do kind of that kind of, what do you call it? Slap chop kind of. Slap chop kind of makes it sound cheap, but no, I kind of see it as more of a first pass kind of paint kind of job on these guys before we get into the like more kind of details. All right, I gotta think about like New Year's resolutions for a channel. I think there's I've been kind of taking inventory a lot of the projects I've been starting up. And I think I think 2025 is going to be the year of the finished project for me. It's going to be starting to see things come together. Look at some doggos. Got to paint it up. Look at this cute little guy, little dachshund with his grenade, ready to go. So this is all for the Trench Crusade game that came out. So these are some miniatures that Westphalia Miniatures has been working on for them. So these are what we're going to be painting. And there's a little bit of an update on the terrain side of things. Now, I remember last week we had started doing some of these kind of like man-made, handmade, kind of like wire and stuff. I've done another pass of it. I feel like this one has got a bit more detail to it. It was a bit more finicky and stuff, but it's definitely got a better amount of detail. And we could start putting this stuff next to these guys. I feel like the scale's pretty good on some of this barbed wire. And to make that was basically getting some of this florist wire. I feel like it was like 27 gauge or something, something really thin. I don't know what gauge is and stuff, but this was just from a craft store. This is like their florist wire, so it's super thin, and it was kind of putting it through a drill and kind of like twining it together. So now, because that was something I was noticing about the The first barbed wire we did, it's kind of like, it doesn't have all that kind of detail to it that you see with like the updated one. Yeah, so that's that guy. Good old barbed wire. I'm definitely gonna need to be making more of that stuff. So I'm good thing I've twisted a lot of it. That's gonna be fun. Making the fun thing about the fake barbed wire is that it's just as sharp as the real stuff. So it's yeah, it's not not fun when you prick yourself. Although I feel like I've healed since it last happened. All right, let's get back into it now. As I mentioned before, I was using a whole bunch of speed paints for this guy. So let's see if I can find my colors of choice. What I was using to get these kind of like grimdark colors. Ooh, I've got. Let's just switch back here. We've got some malignant green. Now these are the version 1 of these speed paints. So we'll see how that all works out for old Seb. But we're going to get a little bit in there. And honestly, I actually have been really enjoying the redeactivating nature of a bunch of these paints. We've got Runic Grey. It's kind of been made good for this kind of like wash process, where I can kind of add and subtract things. We'll see it in action in a second. Let's see, we've got grey. I'm going to use some of this Crusader skin as well. That's good for like little fleshy parts. Ian, good to see you, buddy. See you in the chat. And we also got some hardened leather. I'm going to use that guy. So I'm just going to use a bunch of this stuff to kind of wash over the top. And of course, some blood red is not going to go astray. Definitely not. Wonderful. All right. I think I'm going to focus on the soldiers tonight. Just because I've got a little bit of a scheme going with these guys. Kind of like the muddy, kind of like greeny brown kind of vibe to things. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't knock over my drink in the process. All right, I think we'll start with these guys. Trying to work out a starting point here. Man, it's not until like I see it just under the camera, like to my naked eye, I don't really see that much. But like once it's under the camera, it's like, oh man, I totally missed like a couple of little, pock marks from the supports and stuff. Can you wet blend with the speed paints? Yeah, that's what kind of what I've been doing. All right, let's start with this guy. So I'm going to use just like a pretty big brush, and you're also going to use some water. So sometimes if you have like a little bit too much pigment on the brush or something, I found it pretty good to kind of just like run it out with some water, which I have down here. Wonderful. And really, the hardest part is not to just kind of wash over the whole thing, like to be a whole murky, muddy mess. But I kind of go in and start blotching in some colors. I'm using the gray as kind of like a desaturator. Did I get some brown? I think I did get some brown, didn't I? So it looks a little rough at the start. But it's kind of just nice to kind of go pretty hog on things You see here, I'm kind of noticing there's a little bit kind of thick on the pigment, so I'm just kind of thinning out the brush a bit with some water. I'm not worrying about the details at all. I'm just going in. I reckon I'll go clean things up a bit later on. This is exactly how my son would paint. Just full on, just washing the whole thing, basically. And because of how the speed paints work, you can really get you can get in there and kind of dial it back with some water as well, which is pretty nice. So I kind of want to add a little bit of brown to that, I think. Just tiny bit, tiny bit. Do I have many oil washes? I have no oil washes. I feel like that is I got a lot of stuff that I mostly use on hand, like this stuff, and I feel like if I'm gonna go down the road of like getting oil washes, I need to be pretty committed to that stuff. Like that's all getting. I'm guessing it's not that expensive though, is it? Like getting like the, what is it? You need like the white spirit and stuff. But I suppose you could, like at the end. It's not very vibrant towards you know, a lot of these grim dark colors. But I'm trying not to be too precious and careful about things. Even there, I feel like it's getting pretty strong. I like the pigment. This is a new painting setup, so I'm still working out what's the best approach here for filming. But I am enjoying just kind of being pretty slapdash about this. Kind of feels like it gets, I don't know, like feels arty. Yes. Where I can just kind of keep adding and taking away, and like, oh, this is going to be a little bit dirtier. I can add on top of that. So, and I don't worry too much about staying in the lines, I guess. Case in point. Case in point right here. See it? The speed paint's pretty good at like undoing, which is good for me. I gotta really kind of label my colors a bit. I wonder if it gets to a point where it just all becomes a murky mess. That's the trick with this, and I'm finding, is that you gotta try and not overdo it, like by merging things together. Like you still want to have some tonal variety to things, which is what I'm trying to work out here. It is nice to kind of get at it with a big brush. A little bit of brown will go out straight here. But yeah, I reckon you're right about having some kind of like contrasty kind of wash at the end. Mona Lisa brand odorless paint thinner is great. I know there's like there's a barrier to there's like a technical barrier. I still feel like I haven't tried overcoming with all this. Like, I guess people see like oil washes. It's more of a skilled thing, but it probably isn't, right? It's probably pretty harmless, pretty. I mean, if Joe can do it, I could do it, right? I'm just trying to dirty this guy up a bit. There we go. I'll show you guys what I've been 3D printing lately as well. Did my music stop? A little bit of color in this. Oh. Touch of brown. I just don't want it to be too clean. I feel like that's the thing with grimdark I'm finding. See, I quite like that. You put a few like little drops of color on there, and like, all right, I'm going to use a little bit of water to kind of push things around a bit. And that's it for the most part with this guy. Let's take a look how we did. We're going to like not bad for like what 5 minutes. I think, yeah, 10 minutes. Like that's a pretty good general pass of things. Like obviously there's a few bits of like detail and stuff that I'll have to go over, but like the general kind of like color tone of this guy, not bad for like a first pass kind of deal. 2025, the year of just going for it. I hear that. I'd love to unleash a bit more on the channel, but we've got a few irons in the fire. I've been kind of working out just kind of things I'm trying to finalize a bit before I can release them. It's frustrating frustrating to kind of see things that I'm kind of working on and not be able to kind of show folks. I'm trying to keep things secret. Yeah, but yeah, I reckon just come in here, touch it up a bit, touch it up in parts. We got ourselves a stew. All right, that's one guy. I wonder if this guy's a bit too bright for grimdark. Does he match in with the rest of our guys? He does. Looks acceptable. Maybe, see, even here, I'm wondering, do I just get a little bit of this flesh color? Yeah. Blend that in a bit. And then we kind of have, you know, a first pass on this guy. I'll probably hit it with like a little bit of varnish, and so it doesn't reactivate, and then polish it up a bit more, I reckon. Yeah, I definitely have lost my music. Yeah, let me see if I can get it back. Yeah, kids have been playing with that. Shuffle, loop. But yeah, with that guy, let's see, show you guys what I've been working on in the background. So Loot Studios, they had their Rise of the Draconians release of, and I saw a big old Tiamat in there on their page. I was like, man, I've been wanting a big old Tiamat for a long time. Look, I've only started printing it. I can't even find it right now. Ah, here we go. We started printing. I'm printing the body now, so that's going to be the main thing. But we've got some heads, got some dragon heads. I'll show you some of them. So originally they're 32 millimeter file. I was finding it a little bit too small, honestly. But their 75 millimeter file was way too big for my printer. But yes, the problem is, if we're looking at these gentlemen here, and we're looking at the dragon head with this guy, it's like, that's, how many bytes is that? That's like 4 or 5 bytes just to get through this guy. So I have been scaling it up about 30%, and that's kind of more what I'm thinking for that kind of chomping. That looks like it could get a man down in 2 bytes. So yeah, I like to be able to have that kind of a feel in my dragon. I feel like there was the WizKids Tiamat that they had not long ago as well, suffered from the same problem. They had like really small. It was really small. I think the best one I've seen was like the Maldrakar one from it's like that Deep Cuts or something. I can't remember the brand and stuff. But yeah, these looking great. But yeah, not baby size. I want big size. I want big heads. At least a man down in 2 bytes. That's my thoughts. So I have some dragons that were like I remember it was like I bought it from WizKids. It was like an adult dragon. I was like, that's an adult dragon. I put down next to like the heroes when I was planning an encounter. I was like, this is so small. it's like a baby dragon. That's Reaper. That's it. Reaper had it, and that thing was like $300 or something. We'll see how much resin it cost me to print this one. All right, let's paint more of these dudes. Maldrakar. That Maldrakar model is a nice model though. Couldn't find it anywhere, so it is nice to be able to kind of print some things. All right, look, we got that guy. Let's try this guy. Yeah, this is the first time I've printed on a shtick like this before. It's all right. It's all right. It's hard to kind of pivot around because I got a guy in front of me. You gotta remember to just go ham on this, Seb. But don't go too ham. This guy's going to be like a little bit more brown under these tones. A bit more desaturated in there, I reckon. Oh, I need more of this grape. Oh. Hope folks had a good Christmas. If you got any cool Christmas goodies, hopefully something for the hobby. I know I got some more Hero Quest to paint, which is I got their jungle kit. It was like the jungles of something. I was like, oh, that looks cool. That I like that. There's probably a setting I haven't touched on the channel yet, like more of a jungle setting. Got me thinking. Maybe we should do like a jungle episode. But yeah, if you've got anything cool on Christmas, be keen to know. Oh, what else? I mean, I got whiskey. That was the that was the main thing. I got whiskey, and I was like, yep, I'm done. I'm happy. This is the thing. Like whiskey is always one of those things that I never really buy for myself. I always kind of feel like it has to be a gift for some weird reason. But yeah, I got some nice. I don't even know what it was. Abalore or something. That's the yeah. I've had it before. It was very nice. So I guess yeah, between Hero Quest and and whiskey, I'm set, right? Got a bit too much brown there. Oh. Mrs. Overkill got me Mrs. Overkill. Got me some dice, some pint glasses, very nice, and with gaming dice. Oh, gaming dice embedded on the sides. I like that. I feel like some of this stuff I need to come through and do like another pass, especially like looking back at this other guy. Oh, he's kind of now seeing him dry. I was wondering if he needed more contrast and stuff, but no, this guy's coming along. I'm noticing like the contrast paints are usually a lot more pigmenty. But yeah, I am enjoying the workable nature of these speed paints. Whoa, my ear was ringing like I was getting a phone call. I think the battery's low on the headphones, which is weird because I just charged it. Oh, almost lost it. I got pretty excited when there was a big box from my wife uh, under the Christmas tree. And she's like, this one's for you. This one. I was like, oh man, this feels heavy. This feels big. What is this? I was like, full on imagining. Is it the Barad-dûr Lego set? And it's like, oh man, I've been wanting that one. That'd be pretty cool. And I open it, and it's a blender. I was like, oh, that's great. It's like, and she said, because, oh, you remember? Because like 10 years, like it was like 10 or 15 years ago, I remember saying, God, I wish I had one of those blenders that could like crush ice and stuff. Yeah, and honestly, I forgot about it, and I didn't. And when I opened it, I was like, oh, this is great. But now she's made me a few pina coladas with it, and now I see now I see the value in it. It's taken a few pina coladas for me, but for me to kind of appreciate that blender a bit more. But if I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys, I probably would have swung for the Lego, because I'm a big child. In all honesty, I probably don't have the space for something like that. It's probably for the best. I got some time with family and friends, along with strange back pain. That's the gift that keeps giving, really. I think I'm okay with this guy. His cape's got pretty bloody. What do we think of this guy? That's pretty good. I still think this camera's coming up a bit too bright for me. Hang on, let me see if we can tweak this setting a bit. 200 ISO. We can go lower. There we go. That's a bit better. We don't want to be too bright for grimdark. No, thank you. Yeah, it's coming up all right. I'm really liking it's just kind of like washes because usually with the contrast paints I'll be like almost like reverse coloring it in, going like, all right, I got to stain the lines here and stuff, and it's been kind of nice to just kind of be able to slapdash this kind of color on. And gets you most of the way there. Like, obviously, there's like details and stuff I need to kind of pick up a bit. But yeah, that's it. I'm starting to see painting miniatures more as kind of like a pass kind of thing. We do the first pass of this, which is our like main color values and that kind of thing. And honestly, maybe this doesn't work for all styles and stuff. Maybe it just works really well with this kind of like grimdark kind of thing. But from a guy who usually gets maybe only, I don't know, like one or two minis painted a night, being able to like bust out 10 of them in a night, it's been pretty rewarding. No, I'm going a little slower here. It's just it's a bit harder when you have to film it at the same time. But you'd think with practice I'd be better at this. I'm just trying to filth up this gun a bit more. I feel like it was a bit too clean. Alrighty. Alright, let's go. You see? Next guy. Next guy. Let's get him. Shit. Oh no. Totally nicked the guy I was not working on. But that's okay, because I can undo it. I did not want to get brown on that guy too much. Well, now he's got a very filthy gun. Filth of war. There we go. Saved it. Okay, note to self, I gotta be a little bit careful going through there. This is hard to get in here. I got the light yeah, and the camera. How do streamers do this kind of thing? I don't know. You know what? What's my question is, does the zenithal highlighting add to it? I hope so. It must, to some level. Maybe it's kind of like giving you those overall values, going from like highlight to shadow, you know, from the top to bottom. Because I know it generally that's kind of how I was spraying these guys up. It was very much like going highlights on the tops and kind of darker lower. So like the feet and under the coat and stuff, and it gets quite dark. Yeah, I'll lift it up a bit. You can see from underneath. You see a lot of that kind of shadow. You can definitely see similar stuff on like this guy, where I'm wondering about some of those tone values. So because it's quite bright on the top down to lower. Yeah, see, even if you like look from underneath, it's quite dark. But when you look this way, it must add to it. Like to confirm, you know, kind of make sure I'm on the right track. We go with the malignant green and then start muddling in some of the, because see the green on its own, it's actually quite bright. You start throwing a little bit of grey and brown in there. The grey really desaturates it. But the brown kind of adds a little bit of richness. Oop. Let's get this guy away before I start painting accidentally on him. I didn't get him, did I? I'll look on the camera. No. I'm going to keep that guy away. Oh. And see, even here, I feel like I've gone too far on the green. Can I just dial it back with some water? Muddle it up a bit. Strangely, this guy is in a tough spot to paint because I've got this guy in the way. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to go too much on that. It does create a really nice, like, khaki kind of feel to some of it, but I don't want to just fill in the whole thing, that color. Maybe if I could go darker, browner over here. Alright. Maybe I'm being too calculated with this guy. There's a lot of spinning around going on. Cut the popsicle stick. Yeah, alright. I think you're right. It's getting a little annoying. I feel like this is kind of good if you were like, ooh, these guys are just loosely glued on it. Maybe I should use a little saw or something. Oh, well, that solves that guy. Oh, shit. Oh, that guy went flying. He's dead. Where did he go? All right. I think lesson learned. I definitely should have used like a little bit more of a more delicate touch, I think, with cutting that popsicle stick. Where has he gone? Ah, I found him. Oh, all right, he went for a ride. Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna have to reprint this guy. Good luck trying to glue that back on. What have we lost? We've lost this little hatchety thing. Ah, bugger. It's all right. I'll reprint him. It's just okay. So we've lost this guy. It's not too bad. The only other thing is he's lost his hand. It's somewhere in the garage dungeon. Never to be seen again. I'll probably find it weeks from now. Rest in peace, man down. All right, that's. I'll work out which one that is, and we'll 3D print that guy again. I think honestly that's probably the best thing to do, because I don't. Can somebody tell me right now if there's an easy way to glue resin stuff back together? Because for the life of me, I can't work it out. Like I'll use resin, I'll use glue, and everything, and they won't stick back together. Man down. Man down. Alright, hopefully these guys are okay though. They. So we've got two out of this madness. That's all right. Oh man, it's always a bummer when that happens. Well, at least it happened before I like finished him and stuff. So silver lining, I guess. How's this collection looking? We've got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. We got some dead bodies. I mean, yeah, maybe that's something I could do with this guy. You know what? Let's finish painting him, because maybe I could use him as a corpse or something. Yeah, I wasn't overly happy with how the colors were coming. It was getting a little bit muddled on his chest and stuff. Has good success with superglue and accelerator. Yes, I've had some weird reactions with accelerator recently though. Like I'll put some on and it just like does this weird like foaming kind of thing. You know, it makes this stink kind of sound. So I've been haven't had much luck. Swap it over. That one was complaining. Now I have nothing. Oh. Back. It's back, baby. I am really curious where that gun hand's gone. Oh. Nah, I'll leave him. I'll reprint it. It wasn't. At least I hadn't got too far in the painting. Let's do another one. Let's do Zappa-Gap brand for you. All right, I'll look that up. I'll look that up real quick, actually. So it's fresh in my brain. Gap. Ah, okay. It's reasonably priced. Because somebody put me on to, you got to use like this poly something glue. And I was like, all right, that looks good. How much is it? $60 a bottle. I was like, Jesus, that's a lot for glue. But this Zappa-Gap is Australian. Overkill Joe, you're one of my Australian brothers. All right. I'll give that a crack. Is that an accelerator zap adhesive? Something something. Alright, that's enough of that. But yeah, no, I like it. I'll give it. I've always been getting like dollar store super glues. I probably, if I want to get up there for like the top tier stuff, I'll probably get some Gorilla and stuff. But I'm always up for trying some different brands. Gorilla Glue. Let's see if we can paint a couple more of these guys. This guy and this guy are pretty similar. In fact, I would say that those are the same man. They are the same man. How have I printed two of them? Maybe it was labeled different files. I don't know. Yeah, this guy and this guy are the same. Maybe I shouldn't paint him if it's the same. I'm just looking at this little sword gentleman. Well, this guy's got some more dimplies on his. I'll save that guy as a backup in case I smash the other one. Seems to be the thing to do. You know what? Now having had that experience, and also having accidentally painted some of the other miniatures, I'm thinking this whole popsicle thing. It was good for priming them. It was great for that. I'm gonna slice them gently this time. I have a little hobby saw. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I can just dissect these guys, because I just have these just loosely super glued to the popsicle sticks. I like the cut of these guys' jibs. Yeah, I probably don't even have to cut all the way through. I was gonna do a little bit of a snap, but I gotta be patient. Patience. That would do it, right? I'm scared. I need like a little block. Oh, he just came up. You know what? That's probably for the best. Oh, I would have snapped well. Oh, that guy came off too. All right, that can be your board over there, and maybe I'll slice off a little bit of this guy. At least they're not breaking; they're just coming off, which is fine. Oh, yeah, that's the old Buffalo Bills. Yeah, it's an Australian popsicle. All this delightful sawdust here now. Oh, I don't want what happened last time. This is the drama. Scroll saw. I don't have one of those. This is the saw. This is the saw I have. God damn it. I just launched another guy. All right. Well, that just solved itself. All right. So now I've got one guy on there. No more casualties. No more broken minis. They just launched off there, which is fine. We'll just paint this guy. Now the bonus, the benefit is that we've got all this sawdust everywhere, which is great. Oh. See? That's texture. All right. Well, this is a lot better having it just as the single guy. Let's yeah. I need a win right now. I'm gonna paint this guy. That's right. It just need a win. Need some. See, I need to have, because we were painting a guy and then he died, and then I thought, okay, let's learn from that. Let's slice these guys off, right? So that doesn't happen again. Those guys all came off, which is fine. I'm not angry about it. I'll just glue them back on. But this is not the gluing live stream. This is the painting live stream of all the grimdarkness. Grimdark. So we're just trying to get some color on these guys. Not break them. Which apparently it's hard to do if you're a resin printing novice like me. Scroll saw. What else is scroll saw? That's like a mechanical saw. I'll have to look it up. Maybe it is time to get one. I'm going to have to learn how to play Trench Crusade. I'm going to have all these cool minis for them. I believe you can get the rule set for free on their website. It's quite like some of those skirmish type games. Probably the last kind of skirmish game I've played is, I want to say Legion was the last one I played, or was it Shatterpoint? I want to say Shatterpoint. Printed minis are like Doritos. Crunch them all you want. You can print more. You can print more. Couldn't have said it better myself. It is nice to keep the Doritos on, well presented though, because I don't want to take too many backsteps with this project. Last time we worked with Westphalia, like the project turned out great. We got a really nice trailer in the end, but it was very down to the wire. A lot of late nights for me to kind of get that thing together. And I kind of want to be very timely with these guys, so that's why I'm trying to be a good boy and get these guys all painted up. Look, I'm not a master painter or anything like that. I mean, I do illustration and stuff. I should do some new merch in the new year. Some illustration. Maybe that's what we should do for a live stream one night. Let's just do some drawing. So definitely have some drawing to do. I'm trying to just blend that a bit. Still flicking my brush out because I'm worried I'm gonna just accidentally paint something there. Oh. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Still getting a little bit of red coming through. That red is super powerful. Now I can work it into more of a brown. Tell what I'm doing to the side here. Basically, I got a bit of paper towel, and I'm trying to get the excess pigment off. Trying to take advantage of this speed paint reactivation. This guy looks like he's gonna have lipstick. I think he's just going to be that kind of soldier. Oh, you back the airship? Oh, is that the that's the Galewin? Yeah, man, yeah. I've still got a few of their buildings and stuff. Hey, Tan, good to see you. I actually think I'm going to need just like a dry brush to try and get this. I'm still no, I haven't gone back to the trenches. I did show a little bit of what we had worked out a bit. So to review from last time, we had built some of this terrain. Oh, can we go back a bit? Yeah, there we go. Which was just it's a box. it's a block. But we had discovered that the scale of these planks be a bit thinner, so I got a whole bunch of stuff to kind of make for this, but I got a plan now, means I can chip away at that kind of thing. But I do like how it looks like when you've got some of this stuff butted up next to it in some of those different scales. It's just going to be about now kind of like finishing off that project, yeah, I just have to make more, which is the thing. So that looks like a fun Atmos lab or evening that we'll just kind of get in here, just to make some big batch of some of those cubes, those tiles. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I'm trying to get some of that pigment off his face. I'm gonna have to just adjust my. Come in closer. I'm coming closer. Coming closer to my face. That's looking alright though. Move the camera closer. That's what we gotta do. Yeah. Yeah, he's just got a little bit of that battle damage now happening on his face. That's fine. We'll have to go back and touch that up. That's all right. That's kind of what this first pass is. This first pass is very much first kind of like general colors. So I think that's all right. So some of the gray on some of these helmets though. Man, this guy, I've definitely gone a little bit overboard with some of that murkiness. Although it looks pretty good. Maybe some of these other ones could be a little murkier. And I'm looking at it. Maybe I gotta go in a bit more. Put on some of that colors. Oh, it's just because I've got some of that red so close to the top of that thing. It's kind of hard to tell at this stage. It's a little murkier. Maybe too much. Dial it back a bit. That's better. Yeah, I think it was just a little bit too clean. Too clean before. We'll see how that looks like when he dries up. Oh, maybe that gun could be a little bit dirtier. Too clean it was. Yeah, so that's what I'm noticing about grimdark. It's kind of these very dark, grim colors. I am a wordsmith. These miniatures are from Westphalia Miniatures. So these are unreleased at the moment. They have a Kickstarter coming up in January. I'm trying to get these kind of painted together for a little bit of a video to go with it. So I'm going to shoot some nice footage, atmospheric footage of these guys in action. on a battlefield. So that's what the terrain is for. It's for the Trench Crusade miniatures for Westphalia miniatures. So if you go to Westphalia miniatures, you'll probably see on their page that they'll have some stuff coming soon. I probably should chuck a link in the description or something. But yeah, these guys are going to be 3D printable files. Folks can get and create their own little warband for Trench Crusade. And I haven't done much stuff in terms of like Grimdark before, so it's been cool to kind of try these different types of painting style. Yeah, so if we can dirty this up a bit. There we go. Just wondering if it's getting a bit too clean. Yeah, a little bit of dirty, a little bit of grimy. What else if you just joined the live stream, good to have you here. We're going to be giving away some channel Patreon memberships for January. We're going to have a month free membership to folks to the first 3 folks that comment on this live stream with the code word one word Grimdark. If you're one of those 3, you'll get a free Patreon membership at the light butter tier, which will give you access to a whole bunch of the stuff from the store for free that you can 3D print and stuff, and also access to the Discord and community, a whole bunch of old posts and stuff, a little bit of behind the scenes things as well. So if you want to get in the running for that, or just it's not so much running, but yeah, first three comments on this video using the code word Grimdark, we'll get one of those prizes. I find it hard to paint a nice model and then have to grime it up afterwards. Yeah, I know. I have had it recommended to me using oil washes to grime things up. Now I am now I'm super scared to kind of like start painting ones that are all. I'm definitely gonna have to separate these guys. This was so much easier having this guy on his own thing. But yeah, I've had oil washes recommended to me quite a bit. What time is it? 11:52. I reckon we get time for one little man. Which one? Maybe I can quickly glue. When I got this guy's pretty cool. This guy's got some good energy to him. Let's see what's this guy about. He's got grenades. I like him. Right, I'm gonna just go quickly, just glue him down. Whoa. You see, this is like the best thing that super glue sticks to is not resin models. Usually it glues to my fingers really well, but this guy stuck pretty well. Let's paint him up. Let's get him grim darky. I still got paints here. We're just using speed paints tonight. Oh, they're drying up. They're drying up for me though. So anyone got any secrets to kind of keeping the speed paints, contrast paints, like if you dole them out like on a palette like this, keep them from getting drying out, I guess? I don't know. Does a wet palette work for that? I don't know. I don't think so, because you want to have all that flow aid to it and stuff. Grimdark in the live chat or in the comments afterwards. We'll finish up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes we'll finish up. Let's see if we can paint this guy in 5 minutes. Five minute 5 minute paint job on this guy. Let's see how fast we can go. Might be doable. I don't have to worry about a big old red... Oh, I was going to say, I don't have to worry about a big old red cape on this guy. He says as he looks at that big old red cape on the back. I feel like they all have that red cape. I mean, I'm just assuming it's red. You know what? That's a really good kind of like design motif, I think, on these miniatures. Because then you could kind of really re-theme them just off the cape color. I didn't feel like... I didn't realize how that's a really kind of smart decision. Like if you wanted to group all these guys, you could give them like yellow capes and stuff. Quite like that. Definitely going to need more of that gray. I gotta stop being so careful with this stuff. Just gotta go hog here. Boop, 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 boop. Just blopping it. Blap. See how we go. Definitely going to need some more grey. Smaller wells. Okay. I've seen some folks use those little pop fidget toys. I wonder if those dry out as well. Small wells. Okay, because I use this one quite a bit. It's good to know. This music's quite intense. Oh, you know what? Little bastard. I can see a little support. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up too much, but look, we got a little support there. God damn it. Came off. How do I get this guy? Maybe I should have left it. Glue him back on. At least it didn't break. I really wanted to get that support off. I didn't even notice it until I saw it under the camera. Maybe I can just do a little bit of blending first before calling it a day on this guy. Oh my god. This is not ending well. This is not ending well. I gotta glue him back down. Smaller wells. Smaller wells. glued? All right. All right. Yeah, this is strong. No wonder it's still on there. It's going to be part of his backstory. I don't know. I kind of want to finish getting this guy's color on. I got that support in there. Can I get it off? Ugh. The problem is it's going to be... Oh my God, it's right in there. Got it. Take that, you bastard. I know we've lost some of the paint, but I think it was worth it. Oh, it's not too bad, actually. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. We need a win with this stuff. How many minutes? Oh, we're a minute over here. Just wanted to wrap this guy's clothing up. Oh, can we do the I'm just gonna see if we can do the cape too. I don't know. Cape usually gets pretty messy. Alright, maybe I'll leave it there. Wow, that cape that support was pretty intense. Alright. I'm going to keep painting these up, and we'll probably see them in the next live stream, which is going to be next year. So, I mean, we're on Grimdark Eve. It's New Year's Eve right now for me. 12:02 in the morning, but you know, not November, not January 1st. It's still December for me. Anyway, I'm going to finish these up. But we're going to be doing a few more live streams where we're going to start seeing these painted miniatures more on a battlefield. So we've got some more trenches to make. And yeah, if you want to get in the running for that month-long membership for Patreon, there'll be first 3 comments with the code word Grimdark, all one word. And you'll get a free membership for the first three comments. Look at that. Yeah, all right. We'll see. We'll have a look at some of these miniatures. Maybe there's some strict rules about posting some of the images and stuff about it, but we've got a little sneak peek tonight. So we'll keep painting them, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Happy New Year, everyone, and I'll see you guys next year. Take it easy, and let's create and inspire. Thanks very much, guys.